Oh, so now the Dallas police chief is answering questions after we hammered him for refusing to answer any questions about illegals, etc. And he says this to Fox 4's Stephen Dial. We're not out searching for illegal migrants, but we'll cooperate with federal partners as needed. We'll work shoulder to shoulder with all of our federal partners if they need our assistance. However, Fox 4's Stephen Dial failed to ask the one simple question that would tell us everything. And what is that? The one question would tell us everything is this. Are you going to implement the 287G program? Will you implement the 287G program that hundreds, I think it's between 400 and 800 departments have signed up for? Another Trump administration is doing this in full force en masse. So any illegal goes into you arrest. Any illegal goes into the jailing system. Will you work with 287G to do your part and make sure that you can put a detainer for ICE when you guys arrest somebody? Will you? The second question is to ask Dallas County's sheriff, will you do that? Because if they won't, then none of this matters. None of it. Number 2, Kilmar. Remember we talked about Kilmar yesterday. Kilmar. We must free Kilmar. I told you yesterday that a new second protection order where she said his baby mama said that he literally threatened that he could kill her and get away with it. He can kill her and get away with it. Nothing would happen to him. And she had it on tape. No big deal. But now today, Fox News gets, and it's now viral everywhere, including on my Twitter feed, at Chris Crock Show. That's at Chris Crock Show, CHRASK. Okay. The body cam video when Kilmar Abrego Garcia was pulled over in Tennessee with 8 other illegals in the car with him. He and 8 others, 9 total. The Tennessee state troopers that pulled him over, you'll hear and you'll see in the body cam, they're saying, what the hell is this? Your windows in the back, you won't hear all of this because it's like 5 minutes long. It's on my Twitter feed also. And they're saying, how dark are these windows? Like they're so dark and so you can't see anything. And then he goes, how many rows of seats are back there? There turned out to be 4 rows of seats in the back. There's no such thing as a car that has 4 rows of seats. There was supposed to be 3. So they added in a 4th for human smuggling. Second of all, the car was his boss's on the body cam, who he says his boss lives in Houston and also up in Maryland. And that's the exact same boss who a year or 2 ago was admitted to being a human smuggler and was pleaded guilty to human smuggling in that very vehicle that Baltimore HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, said if this car, to the entire law enforcement across the country, if this car gets pulled over, it is human smuggling. The Tennessee state troopers knew this was wrong. Let me play the body cam footage. Here's the parts that matter.
The problem with my license right now is expired, right?
It's suspended?
Suspended.
Whose vehicle is it?
What, excuse me?
Whose car is it?
It's to my boss.
Your boss. Have you got the proof of insurance?
Yeah, I don't know where it's put at my door.
What do y'all do?
Huh?
What kind of work is it?
It's construction.
Does anybody else have a driver's license?
Driver license?
Yeah.
No,
Nobody?
Only me, so. He's there for real.
Can you find your insurance?
Y pueden buscar la insurance. You say?
Your insurance, can you find it?
I call my boss because I don't know where put it in.
How many rows have you got in here? 4?
Where?
4 seats? 4 rows of seats?
Yeah, it's 3 seats. Yeah, with it. Yeah.
Did y'all put an extra one in?
Huh?
Did y'all put another one in?
No.
Did it come like this?
This is the yes, senor officer. This is the human smuggling model. This is the HS Chevy Blazer HS human smuggler. Turbo. Turbo to get away from border patrol and policia like you.
Use the truck.
I've never seen one with that many seats in it.
Now this is the second part of the video. This is where a second state trooper with a dog sniffing all around, he says, you know what you got here? And you'll hear him say, this is human smuggling, and you hear more.
You know what you got, right?
Huh?
You know what you got here, right?
No.
He's hauling these people for money is what he's doing. But sometimes they commingle dope. And
No, but
he,
did you see how squad is back?
there's 8 people in there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. They put an extra row of seats in there.
Yeah. So he's getting paid to haul these people, probably to Maryland, I would say.
So there you go. They know it's human smuggling. It's blatantly obvious to them. They called it, and they both know that he added, and they say on there he added a 4th row of seats so that they could get in more illegals. And that's why this is human smuggling. You get 8 illegals in there instead of 6 or 5, whatever it would be. Now, here's what the other stuff unveiled. And by the way, this was in 2022, and they did end up calling ICE to come pick him up, but it was Joe Biden's ICE, and he said, let this man go back and beat his wife more. Let this man be MS-13 more. Let him human smuggle more. We love this schnizzle. Let him go. FBI and Biden's ICE said, let him go. But the troopers, you heard him say he's hauling these people for money. The state troopers entered Abrego Garcia's name into the National Crime Information Center, and a warning appeared that showed he was a suspect of being a gang member or terrorist. Gee, really? They found him in possession of $1,400 cash, which they said that's the money that's paying him to. They said it was probably his payment for hauling these illegals for human smuggling, and he changed his story several times. That's the hero the Democrats are still saying, free Gilmar! Meanwhile, I am so proud of Mrs. Hussein-Obama. Michael. Oh my gosh, Brock. Like, we got to stop. I got to go to the bathroom. Let's go to this men's room. I got to use the urinal. Brock. I am proud of Michael. By the way, all he can do, I'm sorry, all Michael Hussein-Obama can do, Mrs. Hussein-Obama can do, is continue to pretend like she might want to divorce her husband to get views on her social media channel. Her podcast it's failed. It was in the top 10 or 20 in the first week, and then it's gone to like 150 a week or two ago. Fox News said it was totally nobody's watching it anymore because she can't do compelling content. It's not about who you are or your celebrity. It's about compelling content. That's all it is. Are you entertaining, informing, telling me something I don't know, making me laugh, etc.? Like yours truly. Anyway, I'm proud of Mrs. Hussein-Obama. She said, as young people say, well, hold on. Let me play this revealing audio. Michael was finally admitting that there's something down there between those legs, and it ain't a female member.
I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man. Would you care to share that journey of?
Well, I learned.
Wait, did I hear that right? Hold on, I gotta get this over. Hold on, I gotta play this over again. Okay, wait, what?
That warms my heart, particularly as a Black man.
Well, at least he's being honest, and I am proud of you, Michael, for letting it all hang out. I didn't mean to say it that way, but you know what? She also said, look, I'm not divorced to the guy right now at all. As young people say, she says in this Little Watch podcast, as the young people say, he's my person, meaning you don't want to gender anybody or misgender anybody. And so, yes, you know what? I'm really proud of Mrs. Hussein-Obama. We've got 2 men in a loving, stable, healthy, long-term relationship, and I think that's wonderful. I celebrate that. Oh my gosh, Clay Jenkins, Dallas County judge. He's also called Claydolph affectionately by people who know who he really is, but as far as his politics and everything, how he runs the county. Claydolph, aka Clay J. Hey, Chris, I haven't talked to you in your new podcast yet. This is awesome. Chris, you're freaking hot, baby. Clay J is being sued for ambulance chasing, which is not allowed under Texas law. It's called, he's being sued, what? He and his law firm, for illegal solicitation. This poor man and his wife in Erath County, his phone began ringing after he had a bad crash. Thankfully, they were okay, but the car was totaled. His phone began ringing and didn't stop 6 times over and over again with a fake number, a spoof number. Dallas Morning News calls it. And they're now suing Clay J's law firm for illegal solicitation. It's illegal for attorneys to, and their proxies to initiate contact with potential clients within 30 days of a crash. So really what this is about is making Clay J and his woke leftist rich daughter, his wife and his daughter, more filthy rich. They have done insanely well, and they would do more insanely well. So the lawsuit, they tried to get it dropped and say there's no evidence to tie this solicitation firm to us. And but the judge said, uh, Clay J's folks said nobody associated with the law firm called this man. But the Erath County District Judge hearing this lawsuit said, but somebody did. So basically, they tried to get him to drop the lawsuit and toss it out for lack of evidence. The judge didn't have it. The trial is apparently going to go forward for ambulance chasing from Clay J. Gee, is that how you got rich as a filthy Dallas Democrat? So that you and your woke rich daughter and your wife can live in your mansion. Which I'm not against somebody having a mansion, but at whose expense? You're coming after people like me and this couple here featured in the Dallas Morning News in a freaking 10-page spread. So Clay J, you got some splaining to do.